The year is 1954. US Marshal, Teddy Daniels, et son nouveau partenaire, Chuck Hall, voyagent en ferry vers Shutter Island, un remote landmass dans le port de Boston qui abrite Ashecliffe Hospital for the Criminally Insane. Teddy souffre de sévère seasickness et d'une migraine, establishing immédiatement un sense of unease. Entire Island est une forteresse, guarded par des locked gates et des high stone walls, emphasizing son isolation. Leur mission est d'investigate la baffling disappearance d'une patiente nommée Rachel Solando, qui a été incarcerated pour avoir drowning ses 3 children. Upon arrival, ils sont met par le hospital's lead psychiatriste, Dr. John Cowley, qui semble overly calm et somewhat dismissive de leur authority. Teddy est instantly skeptical de la hospital's security et du staff's coopération. Lui et Chuck sont forced à surrender leur firearm, further heightening Teddy's paranoia. Dr. Cowley explain que Rachel Solando vanished d'une locked room, leaving B1 seulement une cryptic note, The Law of 4. Oui 67? Teddy reveals à Chuck que sa main motivation for taking the case est sa personal search for Andrew Lady, un arsoniste qui était responsible for the death de sa wife, Dolores Chanal, 2 years earlier. Teddy believes Lady est un patient attaché Cliff, possibly le mysterious 67th patient, The Dr. Cowley Denis 10. Le hospital staff, including Dr. Cowley et son German colleague, Dr. Jeremiah Naring, sont immediately résistants à Teddy's questioning, refusing a turnover record et preventing access à certains wings. Dr. Naring est particularly adversarial, warning Teddy que violence is coded into the island's atmosphere. A sudden, powerful hurricane sweeps over the island, trapping les marshals là-bas et damaging the hospital's power et communication lines. La storm force Teddy et Chuck à seek shelter inside the hospital, immersing them further into its unsettling environment. During the storm, Teddy expérience vivid, traumatique, flashback et hallucination de son time comme soldier during World War II, specifically the liberation of the Dachau concentration camp. Il a aussi des recurring, disturbing visions de sa wife, Dolores, qui warns him about the island et the truth qu'il est searching for. Les marshals interviewent patients et discover inconsistencies dans le Rachel Solando case, suggesting a possible cover-up. Le patient accidentally whispers à Teddy, run, adding à sa conviction que quelque chose de sinister est happening. Teddy's migraine intensifie et il runs out of his medication. Teddy becomes convinced que Ashecliffe est conducting illégal et inhuman expériment sur ses most dangerous patients, possibly dans le secluded Ward C ou le Island Lighthouse. Inside Ward C, Teddy encounters un patient nommé George Noyce, qui est severely injured et deeply paranoid. Noyce reveals que l'hôpital est testing psychotropic drugs, on patient à create mind control d'agents, et que Rachel Solando est une distraction. Il warns Teddy que everyone on the island, including Chuck, est part d'un complexe game designed à keep him there. Teddy escape Ward C et tell Chuck qu'il need a get at the lighthouse for answers. As they hike towards the lighthouse, ils sont separated. Teddy finds une remote cave où il encounters une woman qui identifie herself comme the real Rachel Solando. Chiclin Abbey a formé Ashecliffe psychiatriste qui tried à expose the hospital's unethical practices. She says elle a been hiding out, pretending Abbey a runaway patient à survivre. She also confirme que le staff a been medicating Teddy through his cigarette and drink. This encounter solidifie Teddy's belief qu'il est un Sandman dans un conspiracy riddled environment. Il returns à search for Chuck, but finds une cliff overlooking the ocean où il believes il sees Chuck's body, only a find no trace of him. Teddy concludes que Chuck was never a real partner et était part of the plot à l'Urim at the island. Teddy, now fully alone et desperate, décide à infiltrate the lighthouse, believing the ultimate truth lie within its walls. Il climbs the steps of the lighthouse et finds Dr. Cowley waiting for him dans le top room, not instrument for a lobotomy, I lad feared. Dr. Cowley sit with Chuck Hall, qui est actually Dr. Sheehan, Teddy's primary psychiatrist. Dr. Naring est also present. Dr. Cowley reveals the devastating truth, Teddy Daniels is not a US Marshal. Son real name est Andrew Lady, et il est le 67th patient à Ashecliffe, le most dangerous patient in Ward C. L'entire investigation, the disappearance of Rachel Solando, et the partnership with Chuck était un élaborate, high-stakes role-playing scénario, designed by Dr. Cowley allow Andrew à confronter his trauma et accept reality. Andrew Lady murdered sa wife, Dolores Chanal, 2 years ago after elle drowned ses 3 children. Dolores suffered from severe manic depression and delusionally believed the children should go to the water. Andrew, unable à admit son failure à recognize and treat sa wife's illness, created the alternate personality of Teddy Daniels, à Copé. Les names in sa delusion sont des anagrammes de son nom et sa wife's. Andrew Lady est un anagramme of Edward Daniels en earlier version office delusion, et Rachel Solando, the supposed runaway, et Dolores Chanal, sa wife. Docteur Cowley explain que ce roleplay est Andrew's last chance for sanity. S'il regresse into sa fantasy again, they will have no choice but to perform a transorbital lobotomy. Confronted with the evidence, son feel, son identity, et the story of sa wife, Andrew seems to accept the truth, breaking down et accepting qu'il est un monster for murdering sa wife. The next morning, Andrew, dressed in season clothes, sit with Dr. Sheehan, Chuck, on the hospital steps. Dr. Sheehan est relieved, confirmant que Andrew seems to be cured et has accepted reality. However, Andrew, in one final, chilling moment, réfère à Dr. Sheehan again à Chuck, et à SKS à profonde, unsettling question. Which would be worse, to live a monster, or to die a good man? This ambiguous statement suggests que Andrew has not truly been cured but is choosing a feign a relapse into sa delusional reality. Teddy Daniels a willingly undergo the lobotomy, preferring a escape the trauma de sa true identity, Andrew Lady. Dr. Sheehan signals the guards, et Andrew walks off with them towards the lighthouse, presumably have the procedure performed. The film ends on this note de tragic, willful self-destruction. Si vous avez enjoyed this deep dive into the psychological thriller, remember à subscribe à French Repo pour plus de movie recaps.